Hi everyone! If you are visiting Zurich, Interlaken, and Zermatt, Switzerland, this video is for you. I'll share what it's really like to travel to these places, including how to get around by train, which passes can save you money, and simple tips to help you plan your trip. I'll also show you beautiful photo spots, hidden gems, and real-life filming locations from the Korean drama Crash Landing on You. And of course, I'll share the lessons we learned the hard way so you don't make the same mistakes we did. In this video, I'll be sharing the places we visited and the things we did during our 48 hours in Zurich, so you won't miss these spots when you visit. From scenic boat rides on Lake Zurich and strolling through the charming streets of Old Town, to discovering hidden gems, iconic landmarks, and even filming locations from the hit Korean drama Crash Landing on You. This guide is perfect for first-time travelers looking to make the most of their Zurich adventure. Our trip to Zurich was filled with charm, history, and unforgettable sights. Here's a glimpse of the incredible places we explored. This is where you'll find St. Jacob Church, a peaceful spot with a simple yet striking architectural style located right in the heart of the city. For food, we grabbed some pasta and ice cream from a place called Chain. It's right near St. Jacob Church in Zurich. The pasta is served in a box and made right in front of you, which adds to the casual street food vibe. There is a self-service station where you can add olive oil, Parmesan cheese, chili, salt, and pepper, which is a nice extra touch. We also had their homemade matcha and pistachio ice cream, which made for a fun and refreshing finish. While the food was not the most exceptional we've had, it was quick, affordable, and satisfying for a casual meal. This area is part of the Old Town and is packed with cafes, restaurants, and shops, and is a great place to grab a bite. We wandered through the historic district filled with cobblestone streets, cute boutiques, and medieval buildings. Then we went to this charming little bridge, which is one of the most scenic crossings in all of Zurich. It connects both sides of the Old Town, right between two famous churches, which is the Frohmannstall on one end and Grossmannstall on the other. The site was featured in the Korean drama Crash Landing on You, making it a popular stop for fans of the show. With classic street lamps and peaceful views of the Limmat River, it is a great place to pause and take in the city. Right here on Münsterbrücke Bridge, we spotted the Hans Waldmann statue. He was a powerful mayor and military leader in Zurich back in 1400s. Then we went to Mühlistig Bridge. Mühlistig Bridge is also known as Zurich's Love Lock Bridge. It's covered with thousands of colorful padlocks, each one left by couples from all around the world. The idea is super romantic. You lock your love to the bridge, then toss the key into the river as a symbol of forever. We didn't bring our locks, so it's definitely on our list for next time. We also climbed up to Lindenhof Hill for some incredible views of the city. Lindenhof Hill is located right in the middle of Zurich's old town. It is easy to reach on foot, and while the walk up is short, the panoramic views of the city, the Limmat River, and the churches below are totally worth it. It is the perfect place to take a break, enjoy the scenery, or have a little picnic. The site was also featured in the Korean drama Crash Landing on You, making it a popular stop for fans of the show. You might even see locals playing giant chess under the trees. We took a boat ride across Lake Zurich, which offered stunning views of the city, skyline, and the lakefront neighborhoods. This beautiful lake is one of the best spots to relax and enjoy the natural side of the city. For food, we enjoyed a traditional Swiss sausage at a stand near Lake Zurich, served with a very firm bread roll, though I wasn't sure if it was intentionally that hard or just overbaked. How was it, babe? It's good. For drinks, we bought our own water bottles to avoid spending extra on bottled water, especially since public water fountains are everywhere in Zurich, offering clean, fresh drinking water for free. It is a simple and sustainable way to stay hydrated while exploring the city.
Where we get water from.
Then we passed through this amazing station, which is actually the largest train station in Switzerland. And honestly, it's more than just a place to catch a train. The architecture is beautiful, especially the massive main hall with its high arch ceilings. And there's this colorful angel sculpture just floating above everyone. If you are into photos, this place is a gem. We planned to visit Landis Museum, but we arrived after they had closed. So we explored Platzspitz Park instead, which is located just behind the building. We stumbled upon a stunning patch of pink flowers in full bloom, which is the perfect spot for a quick photo. To top off the visit, my boyfriend and his dad ended the day with a fun match using the park's giant chess set, adding a playful twist to our spontaneous detour. Hi there, I'm Shen. In this video, I'm taking you to some of the most stunning places we explored in Switzerland this year. Including real-life filming locations from the Korean drama Crash Landing on You.
That's where Captain V played the piano.
We took a scenic train rides through the Alps, enjoyed a peaceful lake cruise, soaked in breathtaking mountain views, and visited iconic photo spots like the Panoramic Bridge. After exploring all this, I totally understand why Switzerland is known as one of the most beautiful countries in the world. And now I want to show you what it's really like to travel here. The first place we explored was the Panoramic Bridge in Sigriswil, which offers incredible views over Lake Thun. Here's how we got here by taking the bus. We took the bus from Interlaken, which dropped us off at the Guntendorf stop near the shore of Lake Land. If you are a Crash Landing on You fan, you'll definitely recognize a few of these locations, and seeing them in person was honestly incredible. From there, we transferred to another bus that headed up into the hills toward Sigriswil. The ride from Gunten was scenic, with winding roads and stunning views over Lake Pond, the houses at the top, and the surrounding mountains. We got off at the Sigriswil Dorf stop, and from there, it was just a short walk to the Panoramic Bridge. We used the free transportation guest pass provided by our hotel, which covered the entire bus journey. If you are planning to purchase a Swiss travel pass, it is valid for both the train and bus routes. Be sure to check the bus schedules in advance, especially during the off-season, as service may be limited or less frequent.
We're here.
The ticket to cross the bridge was 4 Swiss francs per person. The bridge was very long and the view was amazing. You will see the Lake Pond, Bernese Alps, and the Niesen Mountain, which is known as the Swiss Pyramid. After we crossed the very long Panorama Bridge, we took some pictures at this incredible spot with breathtaking views of the mountains. This place is actually one of the filming locations from the Korean drama Crash Landing on You. Hello Crash Landing on You fans! Remember episode 4? That moment when Yoon Siri unexpectedly meets Captain Ri and Sudan on a scenic bridge. Then Captain Ri asks Siri to take a picture of him in Sudan. Not realizing how awkward it is for her. This scene was filmed right here on the Sigriswil Panoramic Bridge in Switzerland, which is standing over 180 meters above the gorge with stunning views of Lakeland and the Alps. The next place we explored was the charming town of Iseltwald, located along the shores of Lake Brienne. The lakeside village is known for its peaceful atmosphere, traditional Swiss chalets, and stunning views of the surrounding mountains, making it the perfect stop for a relaxing getaway or scenic photo opportunity. To get to Iseltwald, we enjoyed a peaceful ferry ride across the stunning blue waters of Lake Brienne, surrounded by majestic mountains and charming lakeside scenery. From Sigriswil, we took bus line 25 and got off at Guntendorf. From there, we transferred to bus line 21, which took us to Interlaken Ost railway station. After arriving at Interlaken Ost, we boarded a train to Brienne. From Brienne, we embarked on an amazing ferry ride across the vibrant blue waters of Lake Brienz, which is surrounded by breathtaking alpine scenery until we reached the peaceful lakeside village of Iseltwald. Upon arrival, we enjoyed the iconic view from the Iseltwald Pier, made famous by the Korean drama Crash Landing on You. This charming village is renowned for its peaceful ambience and stunning lake views. We also visited the bridge where Captain Ree, the show's leading man, played the piano. Just be sure to have Swiss francs in cash or a cashless card to pay the small fee required to take photos on the bridge. After we explored the town, we took a local bus back to our hotel. It's amazing that you can charge your phone on the bus. Many Swiss buses are equipped with USB ports near the seats, which is incredibly handy for keeping your device powered during long rides. Just don't forget to bring your charging cable. For dinner, we ate at the Mexican restaurant beside our hotel. We started with an amazing plate of nachos, which was crispy, flavorful, and loaded with delicious toppings. For our mains, we ordered the enchiladas de res al adobo, enchiladas de cedro mayas, burritos, and quesadillas. Everything that we ate was tasty and satisfying. What made the experience even more memorable was meeting the owner, who turned out to be Filipino as well. He was incredibly friendly and welcoming, and it truly added a warm, personal touch to our dining experience. We're here at Grindelwald first! We visited the fourth filming location of Crash Landing on You, which is located at the Grindelwald first.
Hi, handsome.
We started the day with a light breakfast from a local bakery in Grindelwald. Then we headed to the ticket office to purchase our cable car tickets. The full fare price for a round-trip ticket for adults was around 72 Swiss francs, but since we had the Swiss half-fare card, we only paid 36 Swiss francs per person. It's definitely worth getting the half-fare card if you plan to use public transportation or mountain lifts during your trip. The view from the cable car going to Grindelwald first was absolutely breathtaking, offering panoramic scenes of the Swiss Alps, lush green valleys, and charming wooden houses scattered below. It felt like being transported into a postcard. The peaceful ride and stunning scenery made it the perfect way to kick off our mountain adventure. When we reached the Grindelwald first, it was still cloudy, so there was no view. So we started our adventure with the first cliff walk by Zurich.
Smile.
It's This is an unforgettable way to start exploring the alpine wonders of Grindelwald first in Switzerland. Then after that, we went to Berg Restaurant first for a light and tasty snack. This one's really good. Chicken nuggets. The restaurant was a nice place to relax while we waited for the clouds to move so we could see the mountains. This is a great place to eat at the top here. After a little while, finally the clouds went away.
Mountain is showing.
We quickly grabbed our cameras and went down to take pictures. The view looked just like a scene from a movie. We also tried to find the exact place where Yunsiri and Captain Ri met again at the end of Crash Landing on You. That scene was filmed right here at Grindelwald first. But when we got closer, the trail was too snowy and slippery, so we couldn't safely go all the way to the exact spot. Instead, I took a video from a distance while someone was paragliding nearby, which made the scene even more amazing to watch. Even though we could not stand right where they filmed it, it still felt really special to be so close to the place where that emotional moment happened in the drama. This is a must-see for any Crash Landing on You fan. Then after that, we walked over to a photo spot with the big heart-shaped Crash Landing on You sign. With the mountains behind us, it was the perfect place to take a fun picture and remember this amazing day. After we took photos, we crossed the first cliff walk one last time and finally got to see the beautiful mountain views that were hidden by clouds earlier. Suspended along the side of the sheer cliff, this narrow metal walkway winds around dramatic rock faces, offering a panoramic view of the snow-capped Bernese Alps. We're now on our way down from Grindelwald first. You can also hike down if you are up for it. Or even take a trolley bike or a mountain cart. There is also zip lining with the first flyer or first glider. The views from the cable car are absolutely amazing. It was so nice. Every direction you look is just mountains, valleys, and those cute little houses. It feels like you are floating through a postcard. We also spotted a bunch of goats living their best mountain life. This whole ride down was scenic, relaxing, and just the perfect way to end the day. Before leaving Interlaken, we explored the harder comb. But first, We stored our luggage in a locker at Interlaken Ost station. It was super convenient since it is close to the Kulm funicular. From there, it was just a short walk to the station. We purchased a ticket online and we had the half-fare card, so we got the 50% off. And the funicular ride to the top took about 10 minutes. Riding a funicular for the first time was such an amazing experience. I definitely recommend trying this. At the top, you get stunning panoramic views of Interlaken, Lake Thun, Lake Brienz, and the surrounding Alps. There is a panorama restaurant where you can grab a meal while soaking in the mountain views. The observation deck is perfect for photos, and there's a playground nearby which is just a short walk uphill from the restaurant. Excuse me.
Ay, hello.
Kabayan. Hello, kabayan.
Kabayan.
We're here! Baby, do you want to try the slide? It was a bit disappointing when the clouds rolled in and covered the mountains, but honestly, the views were still pretty amazing. I definitely recommend checking the webcam before you go, just to make sure you get those amazing clear views. Also, make sure to check the funicular schedule for the ride back down to Interlaken. Riding the funicular back down from Kulm was also a chill experience. It is a fun way to see the landscape from a different perspective. We even passed through a tunnel, which was a pretty cool experience. And as we go down, you get these amazing views of the valley and the town below. In this video, I'll take you along on our very first trip to Zermatt, a charming mountain village surrounded by the Alps and the home to the famous Matterhorn. I'll share how we got here, what the weather was like, some helpful tips we learned along the way, and all the highlights from exploring the snowy village to an unexpected adventure when we got stuck because of an avalanche. When we arrived in Zermatt, we immediately noticed that there was no regular cars, just these cute electric taxis that look like golf carts. And the views was absolutely stunning. So the first tip you need to know is you can't drive to Zermatt because the town is car-free. The only way to get here is by train. If you are driving, you need to park your car in a nearby town called Tash. Then you take a short, scenic train ride up to the Zermatt. We came by train all the way from Interlaken So we boarded a train at Interlaken Ost train station and connected through Spiss and Visp before finally reaching Zermatt. Tip number 2 is download the SPB mobile app before your trip. This app makes getting around Switzerland so much easier. You can check train times, look up routes, buy tickets, and see real-time updates for delays and schedule changes. You can access those all from your phone. It even shows which platform your train leaves from, which is super helpful if you are into a rush or need to transfer a train. We used it a lot during our Switzerland trip, and it really helped us plan our rides and stay on track. The hotel we stayed at had an amazing view right from our window. And my favorite part of the room is the bathtub. It has this tiny little window where we can see the nice view outside while soaking in the water. After we dropped off our stuff in our hotel, we went to check out the Matterhorn Museum. In this museum, you will find out about the first people who climbed the Matterhorn. It's kind of crazy seeing the old gear they used back then. The entrance fee prices are listed on their website, which I will link down below. It is a small place but packed with stories and original gear from those early climbs. Plus, it's right in the village, so it is super easy to walk to. Tip number 3 is expect lots of walking in Zermatt, so make sure to wear comfortable shoes. And don't worry, the amazing views make all the walking totally worth it. For dinner, we had fondue with dried meats and apricots, Swiss Alpine macaroni and cheese, and veal sausage with rosti. The cheese was rich, melty, and so satisfying. What I love most were the potatoes that we dipped in a cheesy sauce. It was gooey, warm, and super tasty. It was my first time trying these dishes, and I'd say the sausage and the cheesy potatoes were my favorite. The fondue is such a cozy and fun way to eat, perfect for sharing and slowing down to enjoy every bite. This first dinner we had in Zermatt cost 162 Swiss francs, which was definitely expensive, but it was such a unique and memorable experience. Tip number 4, Zermatt can be pricey, so plan ahead for a stress-free trip. Zermatt is absolutely stunning, but just a heads up, it's one of the most expensive destinations in Switzerland. From food, accommodations, activities, and even water at the restaurants, costs can add up quickly, so make sure you budget accordingly. It was so sad that the Matterhorn was still covered in clouds, so we could not see its iconic peak. We woke up to this snowy morning, and it is definitely not what we were hoping for. We decided to head up to Gornigrat even though it was snowing, since we're leaving for St. Moritz tomorrow and did not want to miss our chance to see the Matterhorn. Tip number 5 is get the Swiss half-fare card if you are planning to explore different parts of Switzerland by public transport. We had the Swiss half-fare card, which was awesome because it gave us great discounts on most of our trains, buses, boats, and mountain rides, like our trip from Interlaken to Zermatt, and even on the Gornigrat band ticket. It is definitely worth getting if you plan to travel around Switzerland for up to a month and want the flexibility to explore at your own pace, while saving 50% on transport. There are other Swiss travel pass options, So I will link the official website below so you can compare and choose what works best for your trip. Gornigrat is this amazing mountain viewpoint where you are supposed to get stunning views of the Matterhorn. But today, it was snowing like crazy. We could not see anything. And the restaurants and shops were closed because of the renovations. So it was definitely a bit disappointing. We just ended up wandering around inside the museum called the Zoom the Matterhorn. It was not exactly part of our plan, but it turned out to be a pretty cool experience. The Zoo Museum has a 3D cinema and a virtual paragliding ride that was a fun way to stay warm and still make the most of the day. Tip number 6 is always check the webcam before you go. It can save you the trip if the weather is not cooperating. The live webcams show you real-time views from places like Gornigrat, so you will know if the Matterhorn is visible before heading out. You can find the webcams on the official Zermatt tourism website, which I'll link down below. We made it back to Zermatt village. Snowing! Tita! Ah! Grabe yung snow! And we had this crispy chicken from McDonald's for lunch, and I have to say, it is so much crispier than the Mac chicken from McDonald's in Canada. But it's also way more expensive. We stopped by at this colorful lint store in the village. I was eyeing this fancy Dubai style chocolate, but wow, it was way too pricey. So instead, I grabbed a pistachio lint bar. And of course, I could not leave without picking up something cute. So I found this adorable teddy bear wearing a red hoodie with Switzerland on it. And I was gonna get the one in a sweater, but this one reminded me of my boyfriend who always wears hoodies. So I picked him instead. It kept snowing the whole day, so sadly, there was no Matterhorn view again. And since we're leaving tomorrow, we probably won't get to see it this time. It was still snowing heavily when we woke up, and we quickly noticed that there was no electricity. When we went down for breakfast, the hotel staff told us a nearby avalanche had hit nearby, cutting off the power. Not only that, but all train services were suspended, including our much anticipated ride on the Glacier Express. So just like that, our travel plans were up in the air, with no way in or out. So now we're stuck here in Zermatt. Kinda sad because we're stuck here, right? Most restaurants were closed, so the only place to get food was the Migros grocery store. The other stores like Co-op and Denner were also closed. The shelves were almost empty, and the line to check out was super long. For lunch and dinner, we ended up with whatever we could find. We did not buy any bottles of water since there are fresh and clean fountain water. So tip number 7, bring your own water bottle. Zermatt has a clean, drinkable tap water, and there are fountains all around the village where you can refill for free. And the best part is, the water tastes super fresh since it is straight from the Alps. Since there was no electricity, we had to rely on our power bank to charge our phones. I'm really glad we brought one, and it definitely saved us in this situation. Thanks to it, we were able to stay updated by checking the announcements online and monitoring train service updates. So tip number 8, always bring a power bank when you travel, especially to this place where the weather or power can be unpredictable. We woke up to a sunny morning, and finally, the Matterhorn showed up. After days of heavy snow, it was such a beautiful and rewarding sight. There is a place in the village called Trivbekale where we were able to charge our phones and ask for hot water. It is a designated emergency shelter during avalanche situations. And honestly, it was a real lifesaver for us. Since most restaurants were still closed, the only food we could find was a few basic options. So for breakfast, we warmed up some cup noodles and had a simple bun with a hot dog inside. With the weather finally warming up, we're hopeful we can leave tomorrow. Tip number 9. Take advantage of station lockers when you need a place for your bags. As the electricity slowly started coming back, the lockers at the train station became available again. We decided to store our luggage there to avoid dragging it back and forth between the hotel and the station while waiting for train services to resume. It made things so much easier, especially with all the snow and the uncertainty about when we'd be able to leave. We just made sure to grab some extra clothes and essentials to keep in our backpacks before heading back to our hotel. If you found these tips helpful, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more travel guides and adventures. Finally see the Matterhorn mountain. You happy? See it? Huh? Why? In the meantime, we walked to this spot just 5 minutes away from our hotel and got an amazing up-close view of the Matterhorn. Are you happy now to see the Matterhorn?
No.
Why not?
Guys, look.
Hindi natin magandang view.
Oo nga, no, paakyat. Yeah. Then after that, we went to this bridge to get that postcard perfect shot of the Matterhorn towering above the village. It is one of the best viewpoints in Zermatt. Matterhorn is so pretty. We spent the rest of the day walking around the village, soaking in the sunshine, breathing in the fresh mountain air, and enjoying that cozy alpine vibe. While waiting for train updates, we noticed that many of the notices were posted in Swiss German, so we had to translate them ourselves. So tip number 10, download the Google Translate app. It is super helpful for reading signs or local updates, especially in places where English translations are not always available. It can even translate text using your phone's camera. Then we bought a quiche with bacon and cheese from this local place called Fox. And it was so good that we ended up buying 2 and really enjoyed every bite. This local bakery has the iconic Matterhorn-shaped chocolate and offers a great selection of handmade breads and pastries, perfect for a quick bite.
We're gonna use the jacuzzi.
We are finally hoping to leave Zermatt today. While my boyfriend was checking us out of the hotel, I went to say goodbye to the Matterhorn, knowing that this time we were really leaving for good. By the time we got to the station, people had already started lining up. We were more than ready to join them and say our final goodbye to the mountains. Check out this massive lineup. It's like the whole village is trying to escape Zermatt at once. While we waited in line, they gave us some free food.
May lasa, babe. Sparkling.
I was not a fan of the sparkling water, but the Swiss sausage was really good. Soon the line started moving, and finally, it was our turn to get on the train.
We're finally leaving.
We're in the train!
You were the laughter that kept me alive.
The view in the train was just absolutely amazing.
And that was goodbye. An ember that flickered, that faded away. You were the summer, I was that same old shit in me. Now you're gone.
After everything that happened, leaving Zermatt felt a little bittersweet.
Kept me alive. I said hold on. You said goodbye.
I hope this video helps you plan your own trip to Switzerland and makes your travel a little easier. If you have any questions or your own tips about traveling in Switzerland, drop them in the comments. I'd love to hear them. Thank you so much for watching!